Our next and final contestant is Diego Bernal. The title of Diego's speech is Don't Procrastinate, Do It Now. Don't procrastinate, do it now, Diego Bernal.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, stinkers. As a master procrastinator with a terminal case of mañana syndrome, I like to expose myself to all of you to tell you, don't procrastinate, do it now. At the same time, I like the permission of all of you to give a quote given by Sir Winston Churchill many years ago. People stumble from time to time and over, but most of them pick up themselves up and hurry up like if nothing happened. Well, let me tell you, procrastinators don't do that. They keep falling, they keep stumbling, but they are unable, or at least unable, to bypass that stumbling block. We all do it. Procrastinator is probably the most common problem all over the world. It is the #1 time management problem. Procrastination, ladies and gentlemen, is the worst sickness that the world has. We all say, well, mañana, but mañana never comes. Mañana is a Latin word that means leave it for tomorrow. We all find excuses to do that. How we do it? Well, unfortunately, the human being is born with that gene, the mañana syndrome gene. It is something that we all suffer from. Some of us worse than others. Some of you can identify with some things that you must do, but all of a sudden you have to arrange your desk, fix the closet, watch the window, but you try to evade your duties and what you're supposed to do right then and now, no mañana, today. How this happened? Well, this happened because either in your early childhood or in your past life, for those of you, something happened to make you hate that particular item, duty, task, and it is in your computer back over there, just waiting to jump and grab you where it hurts. And it hurts every time that you procrastinate. Why? Because the more and the longer you postpone it, the worse it gets. It escalates. It gives you more problems. It gives you stress, anxiety, and a bunch of other things alongside with it. It creates problems with your family, your friends, your co-workers, your boss, but the worst problem is for yourself, because you always say, well, I'll do it later. Right now, I have to go have a glass of iced tea. Well, no, let me watch the news. Oh, there's a nice show at 9 o'clock at night. And then all of a sudden it's midnight, you have to go to bed, and your responsibility, your duties are left behind. And then mañana comes around, and the same cycle goes on. Some of us, at the advice of those that love us the most, does a number of things. We create what to-do list for today. And then you prioritize. By the end of the day, that thing that you hate the most is at the end of the list that you didn't finish. Now, the mistake that you make is that mañana comes around, but the last 2 or 3 things that you didn't do yesterday go back to the end of the list of what to do the next day. So that's why mañana never comes for those particular items. And for most of us that suffer from that malady, and for those of you that are listening to my harangue tonight about procrastination, you will realize that it is the worst sickness that a human being can have. Now, what is the cure? Well, the cure is not with your spouse, with a teacher, with a psychologist. No, the cure is within yourself. You have to force yourself to do those things that you hate the most first. And don't procrastinate. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do it now. Everyone that belongs to this Toastmaster club is going to sign for a speech next week. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster.
We'll start off with our, we have 2 places tonight, first and second place out of the 3 winners. So we'll start off with our second place winner is Diego Pernell. Diego?
I present this to you today, not Monday.